Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kent State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to throw, it's Tomlinson. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Carrion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Bell. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He caught it! And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Turning it on! They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevens. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. To the air. It's Tomlinson. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Carrion. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Gain of 10. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
On the ground, it's Grant. He breaks a tackle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Bell.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Tomlinson. Oh, better look out. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Tomlinson. Snagged in the middle, it's Martin. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Golden Flashes will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Flashes have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The golden flashes send out the punt unit. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Carrion. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Carrion. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the ground, it's Grant. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Bell. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield, it's Tomlinson. Finds a tight end down the gut. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
And the Golden Flashes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires it down the seam. Pulls in the deep ball. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive.
Snags it inside the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
At the 17. And that's good enough for a first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Steps away to find some room. Quick with the spin move. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And it's another 1st and 10 play. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Second down coming up.
To the air, it's Tomlinson. Floats it out in space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front. out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Plows through the defense. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air, it's Tomlinson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Tomlinson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He takes it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. It's a draw. Oh, what a move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Still looking, on the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. One more quarter to play. They might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Tomlinson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Hicks. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle with Stevens.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The golden flashes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the golden flashes. Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll go with a direct snap. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Got room to work. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Finds his man. It's Clark. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.